Rewarding 4-H members is an important part of the Marais District 4-H program. 4-H members are rewarded for their knowledge, growth, and leadership throughout the 4-H year. I'm Carla Hightower, Marais District Extension 4-H Youth Development Agent. During this video, I will introduce you to the MDC 4-H recognition game and explain the two paths you can take to rewards. So roll the dice and start along the path to the Marais District 4-H recognition game. Here in the Marais District 4-H program, we have two paths to reward our 4-H members annually. One path leads to member achievement pins, which reward 4-H members for their participation and leadership throughout the year. The other path leads to project pins, which rewards specific project learning, activities, and sharing of your knowledge. Members can decide to choose only one path or roll the dice and try their hand at earning both a member achievement pin and a project pin each year. Record keeping is a learned skill, and it is important to teach it to our youth. By completing a member achievement pin and a project report form, 4-H members in the Marais District learn to set goals, make plans for action, and to evaluate if their plan worked and they met their goals. They also learn the skill of tracking items such as expenses, animal health, and many other things. 4-H members who fill out these forms learned how to communicate, prioritize, and summarize their experiences. They learn to practice responsibility by completing tasks and meeting a deadline. It allows a 4-H member to tell how they've grown, what they have learned, and where they came up short, and to do it all within outlined parameters. Our 4-H recognition game also provides competition at the county, regional, and state level. The first path on our Marais District 4-H recognition game is the Member Achievement Pin. These pins reward 4-H members for their participation in 4-H throughout the year. Each year, you can apply for a different member pin and are limited to one per year. The 9 pins that are available progressively get harder as you continue in the Marais District 4-H program, starting with the member pin and then continuing through to the gold guard. If you start 4-H after the age of 8 or 9, or have not applied for pins before, you can skip the first few pins and go to the ones that you qualify for. The Marais District has developed our own PIN application. It is the same PIN application for all PINs. However, the requirements do change depending on the PIN you are applying for. We start with the membership PIN and end with the gold guard. To apply, you check off the required items as well as a certain number of optional items to meet that PIN requirement. These PINs are a record of your 4-H career and a way to continue to learn and grow in the 4-H program. These applications also allow you to document what you have done throughout the years. I would encourage you to keep a copy of your PIN applications in a notebook to be used to when you apply for scholarships, jobs, or college admittance. One of the requirements for both the PIN application and the project report form is to complete the Kansas 4-H personal information page. This page gives basic information about you and is easy to complete. It is also a great way to track your 4-H information throughout the years. I sometimes find one of my personal pages from when I was a 4-H member and look at the photo. I can't imagine being that young. Another requirement for member achievement PIN application is to keep a Kansas 4-H permanent record. This record continues year after year and documents what you've done in 4-H and outside of 4-H in your school, community, and or faith organizations. This record is very helpful when applying for scholarships or even jobs. I remember attaching my 4-H permanent record to a scholarship that I was applying for when I was a senior in high school to show documentation of my leadership and community service activities. It worked, and I received a local and state scholarship from that organization. Your member achievement pin application can be used as a guide to fill out the permanent record. In the YouTube description below will be a link to a tutorial video on filling out the Kansas 4-H permanent record. The second path on the Marais 4-H recognition game is the Project Awards. Project Awards are given for your accomplishments and work within a project area. These reward reports represent your project goals, experiences, exhibits, and finances. To apply for a project award in the Marais District, you must fill out the Kansas 4-H project report form. This form is for one project and tells what you did this year in that project. The project form includes a project reflection, which has replaced the traditional 4-H story. You may fill out a Kansas 4-H project form for each of your projects you're enrolled in, or concentrate on one or two projects. In the YouTube description below will be a link to a tutorial video on filling out the Kansas 4-H project report form. Both of the paths to the 4-H recognition game require applications to be turned in to one of the Marais district offices by October 1st. Some of our clubs have earlier deadlines for these forms to be turned in, so please check with your club leaders. No matter what path you choose on the Marais District 4-H recognition game, member achievement pins, and or project pins, you are on the path to be recognized for your effort and knowledge gained throughout the year. I encourage all of you to submit a member achievement pin application and a project report form for one project this year. It is important that we recognize our 4-H members for their work throughout the year, and the recognition applications that I explained in this video is one way we can reward your 4-H efforts. Please like this video and subscribe to the Marais Extension District channel for more educational videos. Click on the previews to see other videos from our channel.